When we have lots of data, it's important to present them in a nice, easy way to understand. Stem and leaf plots is another way to do that. So today we're going to demonstrate how we create a stem and leaf plot. So let's begin. So to help us create a stem and leaf plot, I'm going to use the same data that I used to create a frequency table in a previous video. So once again, I've got Steph Curry's scoring between the months of February and March of 2016. However, once again, as you can see here, the data is very messy and it's hard to interpret. So I'm going to demonstrate to you how we create a stem and leaf plot. Now a stem and leaf plot consists of two parts. It consists of a stem here and a leaf section just in here. Now a stem and leaf plot is used to represent data in order but keeping the exact values of all the data. So when we're filling out a stem and leaf plot, we actually break the physical numbers up. In the stem, we're going to have the first part of the number, and in the leaf, we're going to have the second part of the number. For example, let's start with our smallest value that we have here, which is the 12. Now, when we break up 12, the first part of the number belongs in the stem, and the second part of the number belongs in the leaf. Now, our stem already has a 1. It's right here. So we don't need to record the first part of the number. Instead, we only record the leaf part, which is 2. So when it comes to reading this data point, we actually have to read the stem part and the leaf part and join them back together. So that data point here is 12. So I'm just going to erase that bit of working out that I had. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue and fill out the remainder of this stem and leaf plot. I'm going to fast forward to the end, but what you might want to do is pause it first and see if you can complete it yourself. Remember, I advise putting little ticks as you've done the numbers. Alright, so I've just finished my stem and leaf plot. How'd you go with yours? So as you can see, this actually orders everything from smallest to largest, but presents it in a much more confined space. Now you might be wondering at this point, what can I now do with this data? Well, now it's ordered in ascending order, I can very quickly spot where the mode of this data, or the number that repeats the most, is. So I now know that the mode of my data is 26. But I can also find very quickly where the median of the data is. I do this by counting how many data values there are, and there's 26 total. Now because it's an even number, there's going to be two middles, and the two middles are going to be located at half of 26, which is the 13th, and the 14th data point. So now I just count my way along. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My 13th and 14th data points are just here. So the median, or the very middle, is right between them. So to find the median when there's two data points, I average them. So the median is going to be equal to 31 plus 31. And because I'm averaging, I divide by the total number of data values, which is 2. So therefore, the median in this data is equal to 31. And that is how we can create and use a stem and leaf plot. But now I want you to give it a go. So in our previous problem, we also had a look at LeBron James scoring between that period. So I've brought back his raw data of the scores that he got per game. And what I want you to do is create a stem and leaf plot to represent this data, but also find the median for LeBron James's scoring over the 2 months.